Hello and welcome to Scrivener for Historians. I'm Zachary Schrag, Professor of History at George Mason University and the author of the Princeton Guide to Historical Research. And this is episode 6 on counting words. Counting words is extremely important to the way I write, and it's something that I recommend to my students. There are lots of reasons to count words. The first one is to keep a sense of progress as you go. Some historians like to set a certain goal for a day, let's say 500 words. And one of the nice things about Scrivener is it gives you lots of ways to keep track of that. So if you're working on a particular section, at the bottom of the screen, it's going to show you your word count at all times. And then if you click on that, it gives you lots more information: how many characters, how many paragraphs, how many sentences, average paragraph and sentence length. So that's very helpful. There are also project statistics you can do up here on the main menu. We have information about all of the project that Theodore Roosevelt is working on. Because it's a big one, you can see 159,000 words, including footnotes, how many characters, how many sentences, all of that. Or you can look again at just a particular document or selected documents. So that's very helpful. And then again, if you're interested in productivity, you can also use the special writing history function in Scrivener that will tell me how many words I wrote or deleted in a particular day or month. Now, in this case, I imported all of this text from Theodore Roosevelt, so he did the work, not me, but you can see that on a given day, I might have added or subtracted a few words while starting this video. When you work in Scrivener on a project over months, it can be quite encouraging to see how your project grew over time, bit by bit, perhaps without even noticing. There are other tools that Scrivener offers as well. I won't get into all of them. You have word targets here where the bar turns green when you've hit your length. Lots of possibilities that I can only begin to suggest here. A second super useful function of Scrivener is the outline view, where in this particular chapter, Roosevelt has 16,614 words, and he might want to know where all those words are within the chapter. He clicks on the outline view here, and again, this is a matter of configuration, but he can very quickly say, oh, of those 16,000 words, I've devoted 5,300 to the story of the Essex and its capture by the British. Whereas I've only given, say, 1,123 words to the cruise and loss of the Adams. So this is very helpful when a historian is trying to figure out how to budget their words, because this particular configuration, we can hope, represents Roosevelt's belief that the capture of the Essex was so important to the events of the war in 1814 that it deserved that full 5,300 word treatment. Whereas by comparison, if we do our little stub of a Chesapeake chapter here and do that in outline view, the capture of Washington, D.C. and the burning of public buildings only merits 695 words. Roosevelt is, after all, writing a naval history of 1812, and he's not that interested in events on land. So what I want to suggest here is that this is an extraordinarily powerful tool for thinking about whether your writing is reflecting the relative importance of the topics in your view, because that is one of the most important interpretive moves that a historian can make, is to decide that one topic is worth 4 or 10 or 100 times the length and attention that another topic gets. You can even export this into a spreadsheet. You get it as a CSV format, and then you can look at it at your leisure and think about how you might add or subtract to get to those different word goals. So not only can you see where you are, but you can also plan ahead, and that may be a question of adding, it may be a question of cutting, it may be a question of combining, as we did here in our privateers section, where we combined two shorter sections to make a longer one of about 1,100 words. So you have a lot of power as a historian about how to arrange your words, which topics get which number of words, and Scrivener is very much designed to help you think about that and to help you come up with a work that reflects your goals. So word count is always your friend, and Scrivener understands that at a very deep level.